Welcome to practical part of the biology class. Here in syllabus that at first we'll see that what exactly we have to do in the practical. In this video we'll try to show you the taste for the presence of sugar in urine and taste for the presence of albumin in urine. This two practical it is there, look at here, fifth and number sixth, fifth and the sixth number of your main core practical. If you see this part, the list of experiment, and here this one you have to do. Okay, so taste for the presence of sugar in urine, taste for presence of albumin in urine, these two. Okay, first is sugar in urine. Okay, in normal quantity the sugar is about the 3 to 10 milligram of sugar per 100 ml of urine. Okay, and it may be any increased number. It can be 50, 100, 200. Okay, that can be detected here. Now first you have to check this one. What is this? This is the result of the Benedict test. Benedict solution is blue in color, this type of blue in color, Benedict solution. Benedict is a prepared solution which will be available and will provide you that Benedict solution. And when we will do that, the sugar test, then sugar here in monosaccharides test, we are doing this one mostly. This is a blue solution. This blue solution, if any sugar is there inside, if we mix the same quantity of urine, suppose here it is the Benedict solution which is blue in color, this type of Turkish blue color, and the same quantity of urine. After that, if we give the heat here, then few minutes it turns into green in color. If it green in color, then it indicates that sugar is there, but quantity is less. Then after that, this green, it is little bit darker and gradually turns into yellowish color. It indicates more amount of sugar is there. Then again we keep on heating and we get that the orange precipitate, then it's the huge amount, and at last will brick red color. So this color indicator, from that we can able to understand, not exactly a digital value of it, but we can understand that it is the amount of the sugar present in urine or anything. Okay, so here glucose in urine, look at here. Here no change in color, then it is absent, no sugar. It indicates, then if it is below 250, it means that no sugar is not possible. 10 milligram of sugar is there in 100 ml, which is normal. So normal sugar we have to guess, but it turns into green or greenish, slight greenish in color. Then here it shows that some value which is that in glucose quantity indicates. Then it's yellow. Then here it is again, it is increased the value of the milligram of the sugar. Here the milligram of the suger per 100 ml of the urine. The yellow from here it is a severe, I mean, uh, here it is. You can see that the value is increasing, and the brick red color where is the huge amount. Normally we are getting this type of value if in urine the glucose is there. Okay, so we'll see that how we can do it. Another one is albumin. Albumin is the protein. I think all you know the albumin, egg albumin, about egg albumin, you know. Albumin, if we use acid, then it coagulates. So here also the taste is something like that. Here the very simple taste, we will take the urine and after that we will give the few drop of sulfosalicylic acid. We can do in the same test with the nitric acid. When you give the this sulfosalicylic acid, then we'll get that white cloud over there. The cloud, from that the cloud, the really visible the turbidity. Turbidity, that how much is concentrated, that, and here we can make that the 5 milligram per 100 ml. Here also about the 6 milligram per 100 ml, which is normal in every urine sample. But here the if it is distinct turbidity, it is it's moderate. You can see that the value is increasing, and heavy turbidity. Turbidity here indicates that how that opaque that cloud and how it is, and if it is the it will precipitate over there, then the huge amount of the albumin it is found. Okay, so these are the value. Here you have to learn that how we can do it. That very preliminary way, that there's not that diagnostic lab test. Here just only the preliminary way that how we can learn it. Let's see that a few video clipping that we can understand better. So detection of sugar in urine. Here is the urine. Here is the urine sample. You can see the urine sample and the Benedict solution. Here again these things that I told just now, that when it comes in the brick red color, that it indicates that the huge amount, the percentage. So Benedict test we will do. The material here required, the Benedict solution, urine sample, Benedict solution. Here's a burner and holder, dropper, and the procedure here. You have to take the Benedict solution, same amount of the urine. We have to take both these things less amount, and after that we have to heat it. See that here it turns into greenish in color. See that the changes in color. It indicates here that the sugar is there but content is less. If it turns into this type of color, then this huge amount. Okay, so that is about this. Then conclusions here, that blue color, that copper solution, blue colored solution, here it turns into the cuprous oxide, which is red precipitate, and if it is less amount, then it shows that the greenish and yellowish color. Here is another one, the sulfosalicylic acid urine. Now the procedure in the albumin test, here you have to take sulfosalic acid with the dropper and the urine, and give the drop. You can see that turbidity here. See the cloud which is forms. So amount of the cloud, if it is very opaque, and then amount of the albumin is more. So when you are the drop is there, you can see that the cloud how it is forming. This if cloud is non-transparent, then it is the amount is more. So we have to do that. So here just idea you have got how to do it. Thank you.